Welcome back, everybody. Holiday Doc here with another Team FeaR high-action gameplay for you. Always a privilege to get behind the sticks on Moho, and we're going to see what his team and himself bring to this match today. Domination on firing range, one of my personal favorites, and one of the most played game types and game maps out there right now. Off the start, Team FeaR getting devastated with some nice nades and nice positioning. However, Choppy is able to really save Team FeaR ass off the start of this, as he was in white trailer, countering the initial movement towards B, buying Team FeaR that extra bit of time to recover off the pre-spawn and get back into B. However, they don't actually grab B off the start, but it's okay. One thing you got to be really careful about, though, is at the initial start of the game, if you do lose 2 flags to the enemy, got to be careful that you don't get tunnel vision. A lot of teams will just, start flooding onto the flag that they need to get without really thinking about the whole situation at hand. And one thing that a veteran team like FeaR is going to bring is just a slow-paced, strategic movement to cap that B flag. Not getting too concerned about the early point loss, as they do have the 1 flag. It's not really a huge deal. They still got time, and they're very strategic about how they move. You're not going to see Moho try to cap it by himself when his teammates aren't there. His ideas are going to be to stay alive as much and as long as possible, to wait for the opportunity to get the flag with as little opposition as possible. So they see you got 1 guy on B already. Moho's going to jump through window, and they're going to grab Choppy and get a nice 3-person cap, which eliminates any sort of counter flag cap or counter onto the B flag. Assassin and Moho picking up 2 kills. Both were going to B, allowing them to grab some extra time. And just a little bit of an update, this was recorded before the rule change. Domination is now a 7.5 respawn time. Very dangerous, and it's almost seemed like it's changed the total flow of the game on Domination itself. Small maps like this, it's all about the spawns now. You got to be so careful that you don't get more than 2 down at a time, otherwise the team will just eat you alive. They will camp that spawn and be in position to counter any movement out of your respawn. As hard as it is, it's crazy. I don't know how this new game's going to be played with a 7.5 spawn timer. There's going to be a lot of new strategies involved and a lot more spawn decimation, let me tell you. So, big points on this map are obviously going to be top sandbags and white trailer in the window, in the doorway. Got to be careful of both, as they are some of the power positions on this map. Moho with a great play there, jumps around, knows the obvious, and picks up on top wood barrier. Great play. 3 down on the enemy side of things. Team FeaR is now really starting to show that they are in control of this game. They are watching spawns, pre-stunning spawns. Like, that is about the most aware you can get as a team, is just to anticipate all the spawn points and know exactly where they're going to be at what time. So Moho trying to avoid the bad positioning on the gunfight. Choosing those gunfights is another sign that it's a veteran player that you're watching, as he knows that he's not in good shape to take on both players in back of white, so he backs off, tries to get a better position by jumping into white window, but does get taken out through bottom 2 window. And now he's on the respawn. He's on the run for A, as he's moving up top wood, which is one of my personal favorite spots to be in. It is counted fairly easily, but it takes the focus off the flags and more onto the person that's up top that white, which is a big thing. When you're taking focus off of the objective and concerning it with a player, you're changing the flow of the game and where the enemy's trying to get to, and obviously their focal point. So Team FeaR doing a really good job watching the spawns, and they see that C's getting capped, so Moho doing his job getting onto A flag. And I'm not sure what his team's preference is, if it's the AB or the CA or CB flag, sorry, but they are doing a good job. And Moho just picking that guy off of sandbags on B. Nice position, nice play by his part. And he's going to move back into white. Floating around the map, you're not going to see a whole lot of camping going on. He is going to run out of white doorway, try to pick off the A guy, and avoiding the obvious route and coming up right behind him and countering that flag cap beautifully. They got to be careful that not too much attention is drawn away from B, as it is a quick flag to get if you get 3 guys on there. And then getting attacked by Hydro in a very peculiar position underneath the sniper tower there. Not too sure how he got to that point, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be telling me in the comments how he got there, which you know, is a good thing or bad? Do we want too many people using that spot? Well, I don't know. It seems like a really perfect counter to that sandbag position. Both guys hidden into white, one on B, trying to watch ramp, it looks like, and they're really trying to get a position on the spawns right now. They didn't know if they were going both to A or one to C, but it looks like they got one wrapped up backside white, one going B, and one taken care of on A, and just a nice mop up of the team right here. And it seems like they got some fairly even kill feeds going on, so that's always a good thing. You know, anytime you're watching competitive gameplay, you know, for me, a personal preference, I don't like to see, you know, just a whole one-sidedness. I like to see some even games going on. So, you know, FeaR is always bringing us some good stuff and great quality content. Big kudos to them. And I'm recording this on Monday, so depending on when it gets uploaded, I do believe they came in second in the GGL. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just reading off of tweets and stuff. So I believe Envy took first and FeaR was a close second. So I think they had a good weekend. Not 100% sure, but I know they were representing hard at the GGL, and wish them all best of luck before they went. So hopefully they brought home some goodies and had a good time while they were there. LAN events is always where the good competition is, and if you can get involved, why not? If you guys are interested in getting involved in the competitive community, I do have a series of videos that are already up on my channel. Fatal Error with an I. You can go check them out, how to get started in game battles. Great stuff there, but I really recommend, if you're a team that is constantly pub stomping, to really make the next step and push towards the game battles side of things and get your team involved in MLG and all that good stuff, LAN events. So moving back to gameplay, Moho really showing that, you know, he can be a great player, a great slayer, and a great objective player with any gun in hand. I've seen him use the MP5, now the Spectre. What gun will he use next? The Polaris? Maybe we'll put that out as a recommendation. But, you know, Team FeaR can't get too comfortable with their lead, as they did lose B and did lose C, so, you know, are about to lose A as somebody keeps jumping on there. Moho with a nice counter nade here, taking the guy off of position, and the enemy is really stepping up their game and trying to take advantage of spawns now, but is it too little too late? We will find out as they send one A to center B, and it looks like one guy's over on C side trying to watch anybody coming up tunnels. So the enemy is just, you know, really making a push, it seems. I'm not too sure why they, you know, are just now showing their skill set, but it is the case. Maybe the second half of this game was a lot more exciting, as if they're picking up momentum at the first or at the end of this, you know, what second half brings, who knows. And Moho looks like he went to kill that guy, should have been dead and couldn't actually finish it. And then Team FeaR gets triple capped in the last 5-10 seconds of this game, but a little bit too little too late. I'm Holiday Doc. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Thank you again, Team FeaR. I'm out of here.